Mm. Ooh, there we go. What's going on, you guys? So, today I want to make a quick video for you talking about why you would benefit from scheduling in a weekly adventure or a weekly date. Now, that applies to you, of course. Well, actually, it applies to you whether you're in a relationship, marriage, or not. And I'll just start off there, right? I guess. So basically, a lot of couples, whether they're in a relationship or married, actually don't really date anymore, which sounds hilarious. It sounds funny, right? They don't really date, or they don't go out on dates together, meaning that they just kind of like. You think of some married couples, like they just kind of like work and take care of the kids and the bills and this and that, and they don't even like get out of that zone, which sometimes is why they're like some of the chemistry, or like they don't feel the same way as they did, or like there's not as much like romance or positive energy behind the relationship. It's because they're not doing that. Like they don't really get much time together outside of like sleeping in the same bed at night, right? Like maybe they both like read their own book in bed at night or watch something together, but even that, right? Like people complain about like Netflix dates early. So like, sure, like it's nice to be, you could say, like comfortable with that person that you're dating, especially long term. I would say think a little bit more about whether maybe you're too comfortable or not. And sometimes that has to do with like, weight loss, weight gain in a relationship, not going to the gym anymore, not pushing yourself, not as ambitious or driven as you used to be. Because some people get into a relationship and they just say, I got it. I don't need to do all those things that I was doing before that made me that person that my partner saw I was growing, and they were attracted to that person. So it's funny because you're not being that person anymore, or not growing and striving to be better, which is crazy. So that's just a side note on like some couples, like their long-term marriages, dating, whatever, and they're not even going out on like a weekly date anymore. Like go do something fun together without the kids, or with the kids, whatever. Just like it would probably benefit them, I would say, most to do something without the kids at least once a week, right? So they have that alone time and can have that same energy, right? Create a positive energy, some more romance, some more sparks there. And if you're watching this and you're in that situation, well, this is a friendly reminder to start considering how you can make that happen, right? And if you're not in a relationship or any of those things, then my friend, this is also a friendly challenge for you. Let's say you're working on yourself and you're so busy and you don't have the time. Well, we all have the time. I'm not going to argue with you here. We all have the time. It's just a matter if you really want it or not. That's it. There's no arguing about that. You can literally make the time for something that you really want. So, my challenge to you, friendly challenge, would be to start being intentional so you can attract high quality people and get, let's say, a weekly date, right? Whether it becomes with the same person because you're interested in them, or it's a new person because you're, let's say, this is a funny way of saying it, but vetting or qualifying, like basically you're interviewing dates for a potential best partner. And of course, to each their own. It's up to you, like what you want in the dating market, short term, long term, etc., etc. I'm not gonna talk in this video about like pros and cons there, or what some of the different mindsets might be doing to you. All this is as a friendly challenge to make sure that you don't just stay busy and, oh, I'm so busy with the business, man, you don't understand, I work 120 hours. Like, that's not healthy. Like, I commend you for working hard, but maybe you started a business so you could work smart and hard, So you start having the money freedom and the time freedom to live the life you really wanted. Like, what is it all for if you don't get to share it with someone awesome at the end of the day? Right? Like, you keep going home tired, you worked hard. I'm sure that feels good, but at the same time, like, where's your girlfriend? Right? Like, where's your wife and kids? Like, well, do you even have that? Right? Like, are you capable of maintaining a long-term relationship if you really wanted to, and not letting your ego get in the way when I say that to you? Like, because some guys, they can only get short-term relationships, right? Because they've only practiced that. They haven't practiced finding and maintaining a healthy long-term relationship with masculine frame and boundaries. I know I'm going on a few different tangents here, but I think this is all really helpful for you for this playful, friendly challenge of why it's important for you to start exercising those social skills and getting out on weekly dates. Social skills implying it's a skill like your business, your fitness, anything else. You can develop the skill. So don't put off socializing for years and years because you're becoming a doctor or whatever it is. Like, I've seen tons of those guys, and then they took a break, or they don't know what they're doing with dating because they never really did it, and it's like that piece of the puzzle that's missing, and they have no idea what to do. So adding this in is so key as like a weekly date or a weekly adventure. At least like even outside of dating, let's remove that from the equation for a second. How often are you actually just like going outside and taking a walk, spending a little bit of time at the beach, right, to sort of reset your body and your mind, or on a hike? There's something that you must be into. Maybe you're not so outdoorsy, right, but it might benefit you from like going out and like sitting on your balcony, or like taking a walk around your quiet neighborhood, going somewhere that you enjoy, getting outside. Because then you're going to get out of your comfort zone, and you're going to feel less anxious if you are an anxious person or socially anxious. Like, you're going to actually start growing because you're exercising that social muscle, even if you don't talk to anybody, right? Like, the weekly adventure could just be like taking a different direction on your walk, or sitting and reading a book by yourself in a park, right? That doesn't require talking to somebody. But once you start doing this stuff, you'll probably start socializing at some point, right? Like, even if it's just a warm smile to somebody, a head nod, or you wave, or you just say, hey, how are you, and nothing else. And it might even evolve into different conversations, like a short conversation, and then you let each other go, or maybe one of you invites the other out to do something sometime because you thought the other person was cool. Or maybe it turns into a date, right? So much can happen if you just get out of your comfort zone and start getting outside to socialize, going out on weekly adventures or a weekly date, any of these things. And I mean, you can tell I'm passionate about this by the way my body's bouncing around, but just do yourself this favor, right? Life is great when you work hard, and it's also great when you have someone to share it with. That's the mic drop for the end of the video. You got this, bro.